resolution. Okay, so let's go very quickly to the General Welfare Clause, and I'll show you another part of Article 1. This is Article 1, Section 3, Section 8. This is one of the few statements of explicit power that I mentioned earlier. Most of the Constitution is structure, but this is power. The powers of Congress, the powers of the United States. So remember, the powers of the United States is not lodged in the presidential article or in the judicial article. It's lodged in the congressional article. Congress shall have power to lay and collect taxes, duties, imposts, and excises, to pay the debts and provide for the common defense and general welfare of the United States. This is our subject today. But all duties, imposts, and excises shall be uniform throughout the United States, to borrow money on the credit of the United States, to regulate commerce with foreign nations and among the several states, to establish a uniform rule of naturalization, which is immigration, coining money, regulating the value, providing for punishment of counterfeiting, to establish a post office, to promote the progress of science and the useful arts by securing copyrights. Interesting, that's right there. To constitute tribunals inferior to the Supreme Court, to define and punish piracies and felonies on the high seas, to declare war, to raise and support armies, to provide a navy, to make rules of government, to provide for the militia, and a few other things. And that's it. And this is key, and this, something that articles did not have. And here's a list of more powers, and to make all laws which shall be necessary and proper. What do your students sometimes call this? What's this clause?
Necessary and proper.
Or the last, right, this is the necessary and proper clause, but sometimes people call it the elastic clause, and sometimes that's a very good image, actually. To make all laws which shall be necessary and proper. So let's go up here, back to the top of Article 1, Section 8, and look at this first clause again. The Congress shall have power to lay and collect taxes, duties, imposts, and excises, to pay the debts and provide for the common defense and general welfare. Why is that phrase in this sentence? Here's general welfare again from the preamble, but it's here. Not alone, but here. Why in this sentence? What else is involved here? They're not going to tell us explicitly. But why do you think general welfare is listed in this particular sentence?
They're giving reason why they're going to collect those.
Yes. It's saying that you've got to give a reason when you're collecting taxes. What will that money be used for? People were sensitive then about taxation, just as we're sensitive today. What is the money going to be used for? But here's the problem. Is general, and by the way, this is bizarre punctuation, right? I don't know why they capitalize this way. But general welfare is not defined. So who gets to decide what it is then? This is our first assumption of constitutional interpretation.
The legislators.
The legislators. Because it's in their article. But does that mean they have the last word? No. We go back. It begins the dance. They will say what the general welfare is. The president gets a response. The House and Senate might even see the same thing differently. The voters certainly get a response, at least those eligible to vote. And if a case, a natural case, comes up before the Supreme Court, which we'll talk about at the end, we can get another bite of it.